So the next primary component I'm going to be talking about is DO Advanced. So DO Advanced, the numbers I've seen will range anywhere between a 30% and a 300% gain. It's completely dependent upon your network topology. So the theory behind how this works is you've got, when you have heavy data loaded cell sites, you need to offload those cell sites. They're typically surrounded by lightly loaded cell sites. So what's occurred here with DO Advanced is very clever techniques in order to do load balancing. So it's sort of a SON type technology where you're doing smart things across the network. You'll no longer be measuring things against average aggregate cell throughput or peak cell throughput. You'll now be looking at the overall network cluster cell throughput, if you will. The typical gain that you'll see here, from what I understand, is somewhere around 2x. So again, these benefits are significant. You'll see cell edge improvements go up from, let's say, on average of 250 kilobits per second, doubling that, which is pretty key. The cell edge throughput is going to be a big issue on data, whether it's 4G or 3G, and we've actually got excellent solutions there. One of the other key points here is that it's a software upgrade. The vast majority of the benefits on DO Advanced are non-system impacting. That's an industry first, again, is that this amount of benefits that you get on the data side without having to deploy new terminals, without having to deploy a new channel element, is a significant enticement to our customers. So the tagline and I'm not the creative one, there was an engineer that did a demo for me at Qualcomm that came up with this, but I love that tagline: a smartphone demand won't wait for 4G. So everything that my colleagues presented here of the tsunami coming, it's all true. You've got the millennium generation that's has huge demand for data. Whether or not you've got 4G being ubiquitously deployed or not, the market won't wait for that. So, and CDMA and CDG, we're making sure that we're moving forward to deliver the various techniques in order to be prepared for what's coming ahead. So, I'm going to quickly touch on a related subject with respect to machine-to-machine. I know you also see a common theme here today as machine-to-machine. The challenge, as I mentioned before, is the average margin per unit is dropping because the demand, if you look at the ratio between the demand of traffic growing, and Pepe had the perfect chart on this, where traffic is growing exponentially and revenue is slowing off. This number you see here, this 8.4, that's basically the amount of revenue that our customers were asking for these super low bandwidth data solutions. So one of the Just like in the past, when data first started, it started with short message service. Everybody sending text, they were getting, initially 10 cents, now 20 cents to send a text message. This is where the money is. It's not in the high bandwidth solutions. The high bandwidth, why we're delivering high bandwidth solutions is simply to meet the market demand. But where the money is in the low bandwidth solutions. And what we found is a lot of our potential customers in the machine-to-machine market are still focusing on those 2G, 3G opportunities. So Joe also presented an excellent chart in his package showing that 2G is going to slowly start rolling off, and 3G is going to become the majority of the market between now and 2015, and you're going to see a slow ramp. So it's important to understand where the business is going to be, and it's true, I think, both for the voice world as well as the machine-to-machine world, that 3G is still going to be here in a significant way. And it's going to be the money machine for both the voice side as well as the machine-machine world because of the fact that there's a significant higher margin. So this graph here actually shows 3 times capacity or margin on the side of the low bandwidth solution. So on machine-to-machine versus a mobile handset because of the fact that you've got 100 kilobit application like a Coke machine that's collecting a very, very small amount of data. That small amount of data that they're collecting, they can charge $8. And by the way, that number is coming down. Every time I've talked to one of our key customers, they're challenged with that number continuing to drop. So, but the key message is that there's a significant number of devices out there that we see being deployed. You're going to see a lot of those devices, though, being set up on a Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or whatever in order to talk to a cellular hub or a wireless hub, the traditional cellular hub that you guys are used to, in order to improve the efficiency, or not the efficiency, but the cost effectiveness of the system. So, but I think the bottom message that I have here is that we believe that the low bandwidth solutions are going to continue to be strong in the machine-to-machine world. So.